Welcome back, my loves. On today's episode, I want to take you into the sacred story and energy behind a very special orgonite pendant I created. This piece is unlike anything I've ever made before. This piece is very close to my heart, and I want to share the creation of this powerful flower of life orgonite pendant. This is not just jewelry, this is sacred technology. It's hand wrapped with intention, infused with over 10 copper tensor rings, and alchemized with rare high-frequency crystals like phenakite, kunzite, peridot, rhodochrosite, rhodonite, and prionite. This pendant was made to help you heal the heart, awaken your magic, and help you bend reality through love. But it also carries something deeper, the power to help us heal the divine feminine wounds, betrayal, disrespect, grief, heartbreak, and the invisible scars we sometimes carry without realizing it. So let's dive into phenakite. At the center of the pendant, I placed a decent sized phenakite nugget and a round as well. And I was introduced to phenakite by one of my dearest friends. Phenakite is one of the most powerful stones for spiritual ascension. Phenakite is one of the crystals that is hard to find, and it's usually very overpriced. So let me tell you a little bit more about phenakite. It awakens your crown, clears your third eye, and connects you to your highest self. It amplifies every other crystal, accelerating healing and guiding you to the truth of who you are, a divine being capable of bending reality with intention and love. Surrounding the phenakite are crystals chosen to mend, restore, and expand the heart, like kunzite. Kunzite softens the walls built from pain, opening the heart back to unconditional love. It also includes peridot, renews energy, washing away heaviness and calling in joy, prosperity, and fresh new beginnings. Peridot is a powerful crystal for manifestation. It also includes rhodochrosite that goes deep into the inner child, healing wounds of abandonment and rejection, and rhodonite. It grounds love into action, helping us forgive, let go of resentment, and move forward with strength. Together, they create a field of healing and renewal, especially for the heart. This pendant is especially powerful for women who have carried betrayal, disrespect, or heartbreak. I also recommend this for children, teens, and even men. It works gently to bring awareness to the wounds you might not even realize are there, so that you can lovingly do the inner work to heal them. If you're a mother, this pendant becomes a mirror and a bridge. So often when we give birth, we lose parts of our identity without realizing it. We disconnect from our bodies. We take on the weight of the world, especially if you don't have a supportive partner. And in the process, we forget to return to ourselves. Motherhood is beautiful, but it can also be overwhelming. This orgonite pendant helps you reconnect with your own body and heart, strengthening your connection with your children through presence and love. It is not magical in the sense of doing the work for you. It's a sacred reminder of the portal of life that you are. It awakens awareness so you can face those mother wounds and heal them with compassion. This pendant is for all walks of life. If you don't have children, this pendant opens you to the flow of receiving. If you have been heartbroken, it soothes grief and helps you mend the cracks of your spirit. If you're navigating loss, it gently wraps you in a field of unconditional love. Now let's talk about the energy of tensor rings in the orgonite. This pendant is amplified by the 10 copper tensor rings within it. Tensor rings create a 0-point energy field, harmonizing frequencies and multiplying life force. And when combined with orgonite, resin, metal, and crystals, is sacred alchemy. It literally becomes a living generator of prana, chi, and orgone energy. This orgonite pendant isn't just protection, it's an activator. It clears stagnant energy, transmutes negative energy, and awakens the magic within you. This flower of life orgonite pendant is a sacred ally. It is here to remind you of your power, to help you heal heartbreak, betrayal, and to reconnect with your body, your children, your inner child, and your divine feminine essence. This is more than just jewelry. It's a teacher, a healer, a portal, a reminder that you are magic, that you are the creator, and that your heart is the most powerful tool for bending reality. Now let's talk about how it helps you manifest. Let's go deeper into its magic and how this pendant works as a manifestation tool and how it helps us bend reality itself. I've mentioned this before in other videos. Manifestation is not just about affirmations or wishful thinking. It's about frequency. As most of you already know, I love to dive deep. So let's talk about this magnetism. Because the heart is a magnetic powerhouse. Our heart isn't just a physical pump. It's actually the most electromagnetic organ in the body. The Math Heart Institute has shown that the heart produces an electromagnetic field that can be measured several feet outside of the body. This field is created by the heart's rhythmic beating, and its network of specialized cells, often referred to as magnetic nodes or sensory neurons. In fact, the heart has about 40,000 neurons, a little brain in the heart, that communicate directly with the brain and the rest of the body. This field isn't static, it changes depending on our emotional state. When our heart is healed and open, the electromagnetic field is coherent, smooth, and powerful. You radiate higher frequencies like love, gratitude, peace, and joy. These states strengthen your magnetism, literally pulling aligned people, opportunities, and manifestations into your field. When your heart is wounded or closed, this field becomes incoherent, jagged, and fragmented. Lower vibration emotions like fear, resentment, grief, anger dominate. This creates static in your signal, making it harder to manifest what you truly desire, and instead pulling in experiences that match unhealed wounds. That's why heart healing is the foundation of manifestation. Crystals like kunzite, rhodochrosite, and rhodonite repair the emotional static. Peridot and prionite lift your frequency, while phenakite amplifies the energy field so it becomes crystal clear. The tinsel rings and organized structure multiply the signal, creating a strong, coherent magnetic pulse that help you manifest with ease. And as I mentioned before, this pendant was created with crystals that help heal the heart, so you can manifest from love instead of fear. Phenakite, kunzite, peridot, rhodonite, rhodochrosite, and prionite form a sacred heart matrix that clears pain, heals betrayal, dissolves grief, and reopens you to joy, abundance, and connection. When your heart is healed, you no longer manifest from wounds. You begin to manifest from truth. Phenakite plays a key role here, and this is why I chose phenakite for this pendant. It connects you to your higher self, the vision of your soul's blueprint. This makes manifestation faster, clearer, and more aligned. I'm so thankful that my dear friend introduced me to phenakite, and I was able to find real phenakite on my last business trip. And it is such an honor to share it through my orgonites with all of you. Now let's talk about the energetic technology, the 10 copper tinsel rings. These are inside the pendant. There's also tinsel rings outside of the pendant. These tinsel rings generate a 0-point energy field, harmonizing the frequency, amplifying your intentions. Orgonite itself transmutes stagnant energy into pure life force. When you wear this pendant, your field becomes coherent. Manifestations come into alignment more easily because you're not radiating fragmented energy. You're radiating wholeness. Reality bends when your inner world and outer world align. This pendant acts as a reminder and an amplifier of that alignment. If you've been heartbroken, it soothes and restores your magnetism. If you've been carrying grief, it helps you hold love even through the pain. If you've been disconnected from your body, it reconnects you so you can manifest from embodiment instead of dissociation. If you're a mother, it reminds you of your power as a portal of life itself. helping you create not only children, but realities. The more you heal, the more you expand, and the more reality bends around your frequency. This Flower of Life orgonite pendant is not just a protective talisman, it's a manifestation ally. It heals, aligns, and amplifies. It awakens the truth that you are a creator, capable of bending reality through the vibration of your heart. Every time you wear it, remember you are the portal, you are the creator, you are the magic. Thank you for joining me for this episode. In our next episode, we'll go even deeper into how orgonite awakens hidden gifts and psychic abilities. Because once your heart is healed and your field is aligned, your soul's gifts naturally begin to bloom. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to explain my orgonite. This is the very first time that I've explained my organites in so much detail. A lot more than just crystals, copper, resin goes into these organites. I set intention for every crystal. Even while I'm twisting the copper, I set intentions for every turn, every loop. I love to create my organites with intention, purpose, high frequency, and especially love. See you on our next episode.